is your insanity. Talking about our history that began before slavery. Come children, say it loud. Make them know we're still black and proud. Scabba-dabba-dam.
I'm black and proud. I'm black and proud.
Scabba-dabba-dam.
I'm black and proud. I'm black and proud.
Go Delta, reliable, go Delta, dependable, Delta.
If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta, don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be, Delta Petroleum, baby.
Every day we're faced with choices, to spend or to save, to delay or to stay on track. It's discipline that shapes our future, because discipline means making the choice today that pays off tomorrow. Remember, discipline, choice, pays. A message from the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Have you heard that Mind, Body and Soul is back?
Yes, Mind, Body and Soul is back on Sundays at 4 p.m. only on Freedom FM, hosted by the inspiring Julie Charles. This is your go-to show for thought-provoking and uplifting conversations. Every Sunday, dive into topics that nourish your mind, body and soul, from wellness tips to personal growth to deep conversations. Julie brings you the stories that inspire change and spark reflection. Don't miss out. Tune into Minds, Body and Soul on Sundays at 4 p.m. and let Freedom FM guide you to a more balanced and inspired life. Minds, Body and Soul on Freedom FM Sundays at 4 p.m.
What if your money did more than sit in an account? What if it built dreams, supported families, and empowered futures? At St. Kitts Credit Union, we're more than a financial institution. We're a family that believes in your potential, rooted in people helping people. Enjoy competitive savings rates and low-interest loans for mortgages, vehicles, education, and more. Need security for you or your loved ones? The Family Indemnity Plan and Loan Protection Insurance give your loved ones peace of mind, whether you're saving for school, building your business, or planning for tomorrow. SKCU is here for you. It's not just about banking, it's about belonging. Contact us at 465-2272 or any of our branches. Learn more online at www.skccu.com. Become a member today and be a part of something greater.
reliable, dependable, Delta.
If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta, don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be, Delta Petroleum, baby.
Every day we're faced with choices, to spend or to save, to delay or to stay on track. It's discipline that shapes our future, because discipline means making the choice today that pays off tomorrow. Remember, discipline, choice, pays. A message from the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Have you heard that Mind, Body and Soul is back?
Yes, Mind, Body, and Soul is back on Sundays at 4 p.m. only on Freedom FM, hosted by the inspiring Julie Charles. This is your go-to show for thought-provoking and uplifting conversations. Every Sunday, dive into topics that nourish your mind, body, and soul. From wellness tips to personal growth to deep conversations, Julie brings you the stories that inspire change and spark reflection. Don't miss out. Tune into Minds, Body, and Soul on Sundays at 4 p.m. and let Freedom FM guide you to a more balanced and inspired life. Minds, Body, and Soul on Freedom FM Sundays at 4 p.m.
What if your money did more than sit in an account? What if it built dreams, supported families, and empowered futures? At St. Kitts Credit Union, we're more than a financial institution. We're a family that believes in your potential, rooted in people helping people. Enjoy competitive savings rates and low-interest loans for mortgages, vehicles, education, and more. Need security for you or your loved ones? The Family Indemnity Plan and Loan Protection Insurance give your loved ones peace of mind, whether you're saving for school, building your business, or planning for tomorrow. SKCU is here for you. It's not just about banking, it's about belonging. Contact us at 465-2272 or any of our branches. Learn more online at www.skccu.com. Become a member today and be a part of something greater.
It is now 20 minutes before the 2 o'clock hour as we welcome you back to Groundings for this week. It's the 22nd day of, is it 22nd or is it 23rd? The 23rd day of January in the year of our Lord 2026. We welcome you to this edition and to let you know that we're glad that you're there listening. And at some point this afternoon, we will invite you to share your thoughts and ideas with us concerning the development of our Tune Island Federation, beautiful St. Kitts and Nevis. I'm Juni Liebert, your host. Dr. Martin is not with us today. We apologize for his absence. Duty calls. But we have the experienced and versatile statesman, Dwyer Astafan, with us, and he'll be making his contribution shortly. Good afternoon, Sam. Good afternoon, Dwyer.
Good afternoon, Juni, and good afternoon, Dwyer. Thanks for accepting the invitation to join us in the absence of Dr. Martin.
He's a regular now, man.
He's a regular now?
Yeah.
Okay,
He's a regular.
sorry to his team.
All right. Can you hear yourself, Dwyer?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm hearing the music.
Yeah, but I'm not here.
Not to the microphone.
The light is not on. Let's see. LJ, take a look here for me, please. Wonder why you're not coming through. We're not hearing Dwyer. Dwyer is not, don't have any levels. I'm hearing you.
And I hear you ain't hearing Dwyer.
No, you hearing me?
I hear you. And I hear Dwyer.
See, the red light isn't coming on there. All right, we're gonna fix that in a few short seconds. Hold on. Yeah.
Yes, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for having me.
There's no level coming up here for Dwyer.
I'll go ahead so long, Julie.
No, man, hold on. We're going to figure it out.
Oh, you
Oh,
got
the wire
shot.
bus.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Could you put it back together? Just join it back and you see the spin around that. Greetings and welcome to Groundings for today. Dwyer, are you mic live now?
Yes, thanks, Julie. Thanks for having me. Good afternoon, everyone.
Okay, that's better. That's much better. Well, there are a lot of topics and issues to be raised this afternoon on Groundings. We're going to cut the chase and move straight to the point first with our salutations or greetings. Any birthdays, any days of commemoration. Sam, you have anything you'd like to say? Use the mic. Pull the mic to you.
Yeah, the birthdays. Today is Ellie Matt's birthday.
Oh, yes, the champion.
Yeah, so we'd like to wish Ellie Matt a happy 21st birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And
A happy what? 21st?
I think that's what they told me.
71st.
Oh, 74th.
Yeah.
Birthday. Ellie Matt is one of our hero musical icons, and he has done so much for St. Kitts and Nevis. He is champion. Dwyer will be able to do that. Dwyer has been in the musical arena for... And you, Junie, you guys know Ellie Matt a lot better than I do in terms of his musical prowess and what he has done in Trinidad and worldwide, internationally. We want to thank him for his contribution to St. Kitts and Nevis.
Ellie Matt certainly has contributed significantly to the music and the history, the culture of St. Kitts and Nevis, starting out as a youngster up Newtown under was it a breadfruit tree?
Yeah, under the breadfruit tree. Yeah.
And certainly spread his wings across the world, making tours, exploring different islands, making his contribution. I mean, and he did it as an independent entity, providing mostly for himself. Whatever funds he had raised and from contributions from all and sundry, was able to be a mainstay, a main plank, a main pillar for cultural development here in St. Kitts and Nevis, especially when it comes to music and our bands. I mean, today I was listening to DJ Right-Hand, and earlier this morning, DJ Sugar Bowl was commemorating his birthday here on the radio, and the music he played just brought back such good memories of champion man, born entertainer, took his music seriously and brought it home to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis in a very profound and realistic way, and we're happy that we can celebrate with him his birthday today. Dwyer? Pull the mic.
Sorry. Yeah, I fully agree and wish Ellie all the very best. My only regret, Junie and Sam, is that Ellie, in my opinion, has not been sufficiently appreciated by the country for his contribution. Remember, his was the leading band in the Caribbean.
Right.
And at a time when St. Kitts had 4 of the best brass bands in the Caribbean, could compete with any band in the Caribbean. He toured the world, his Sparrow's arranger, so many things he has done.
Right.
And there's nothing named after him. There's nothing named after him.
No
And
street in your town.
nothing named after Ellie. Nothing named after Kenrick Georges. We have icons. This country has a list of people
Bruce Skerritt.
who have excelled in all fields of endeavor.
Sure.
And we need to name things in their honor and teach our children who these people are so they can identify with home. So I only wish that somebody's listening who can make it happen. And hopefully the public energy will drive us into that direction so we can really appreciate those who have excelled, whether it's Elimat or a drain cleaner or a doctor or a district nurse or whatever. We really have to respect and commend and celebrate our people, and we're not doing it. So I just hope this message will go out.
Junior and Dwyer, as you spoke about honoring our people, it brings me back to country about self. In fact, you mentioned Kenrick Georges, as you spoke just now. Okay. And I see the Minister Duggins has been sending something around with, I shared it with you guys about Idris Lewis, the national flag bearer, and said a lot of things about the importance of the flag. But for 3 years, I don't know if this is an epiphany, but for 3 years I've been trying to engage the cabinet and the country about recognizing the motto, the art of the motto, country about self. And how important this is to our development. You spoke about what Elimat has done. But the motto is so significant. If we go, I'll try to check the dictionary, which says that a motto, a short saying expressing the guiding maxim or ideal of a family or organization. It is especially when part of a coat of arms. The ethos, it is the ethos, the distinctive spirit and attitude of our people. That is what we're talking about when we're recognizing these people, these heroes. You know? Rudy is a hero just like George is and just like the Idris. And we have to come to terms with those things. You know, if we want to move as a country, we have to understand what it is and the significance of these things. We can't just pay lip service to these things. And I will never stop until we get this matter settled. It's important to our identity and our aspirations as a people. That means so much.
All right, thank you so much for that, Sam. You wanted to raise a matter about football and the recent passing of...
No. What do we do? We'll do the death of the football giant before we...
Go ahead.
Bollage, a McKnighter, a guy who lives through sports. And his 3 sons have followed him, just to show you how important that discipline is to your personal development. The 3 of them went on to play for a national team, and 2 of them went to play professionally. And so, as we honor Bollage's contribution to football development, to football and young people in this country, you know, and the importance of sports, we want to call on the Football Association, as it is now, to recognize and to... This is supposed to be include all of our people. You know, you can't have any policy that exclude a significant portion, or even a minority of our people. That is part of our personal development and national development. And I just want to bring to the attention, I'll have some more to say about that later, but as we mourn the loss of a great national player and a great sportsman, Bollage, I want to bring to the attention of the association of the country that sports, football, you know, and sports generally is part of our personal development and part of our national development. I just wanted to mention that as well.
Do I have any thoughts?
Well, very quickly, I think Sam said it all, but I too want to extend my condolences to the family of Carlton Hanley, also known as Casper Bollage. We contacted each other many times in the past. In fact, I was his coach at one time, dedicated football and sportsman, dedicated McKnighter, dedicated patriot. And just to repeat the point that Sam made, one of the points he made, we must be a people of inclusion. When our people excel, respect and memorialize them. Do we have a football hall of fame? A basketball hall of fame? Do we have any hall of fame? Or is it everything that's thrown on at us? We adore and worship. We need to feel good about ourselves. We have a lot of local heroes, but they are unsung and unknown. If you don't know your heroes, if you don't know your past, you ain't going nowhere, Junie. So national heroes, which in my opinion has become almost a puppy show. I don't mean national hero, national honors. In my respectful opinion, that has become a little bit of a political puppy show. In the sports, in the various fields of endeavor, we need these organizations to have this in a hall of fame and things like that. And these will be visitor sites as well, but importantly, for generations to come to know their background. Who are the heroes besides you and Sam? You see, that's the point. Good, you get the point.
Yeah. But the way I think about this is that, okay, you mentioned politics, but the politicians are to blame as well, because when the politicians who are in government are out of the government arena in terms of governance and so on, they speak very eloquently about what should be done in sports, who should become a hero. Like, for instance, there's a lot of to-do made about Kim Collins by the people who are in opposition right now, and even by the same government that's in power. But when they get in, they seem to forget what they said, what they would do. We heard, for instance, even in the mentioning of Elimat, there was a political organization that said that they would do this and blame the government for not doing this and that for Elimat. When they get in, they did absolutely nothing. So it's just a lot of lip service being paid without any concrete structure to it. And people need to pull up politicians when they fall by the wayside like this.
Well said, Julie. Yeah. Well said.
Yeah. Thank you.
As we say, pull up politicians, I want to mention something that has gone viral, yeah. My incident. You asked me about.
Oh no! Let me ask you. Let me.
You want to ask me? Okay, go ahead, Junior.
Well, I saw something.
You've been trying to ask me since Monday.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the time.
Right, I realized that. I saw something on Facebook. Somebody sent me, look at your friend Sam. And it was a confrontation you had with one of the people who deal with the parking and, at Port Zante. And I looked at it about 8-9 times to see exactly what was going on. I couldn't hear what she was saying, but I could see that there was something going on. And so I said, well, I got to ask my partner Sam when he comes in for Groundings, what was the real issue behind this? So expound.
Well, simple. And I want to bring it. I mean, I've had calls from all over the world about this matter. People will have their own judgment about it, but I want to thank all of the people for the confidence they placed in me and thought that, this was a matter uncalled for. But it's a short matter. It was trying to help out a guy who is disabled, can't walk. A guy in my constituency, you might know him, he's from Boyd's, he's David Kelly, you call him Dada. He walks with a stroller, he can't walk unaided, and so. I went to pick up my sister at the clinic on Friday morning, last Friday. And I was running kind of late and getting ready for Groundings and so on, so I was kind of in a hurry. So the guy said to me, Simon wants you to drop me by Dr. Crespo, who the ophthalmologist, because he wanted to pick up some glasses. In fact, I helped him in that process as well of getting the glasses. And so he went to pick up his glasses, was very pleased. And he said, I have to carry this thing down to National Insurance. I said, well, you're running late, got me grounding. This was about just after midday. He said that, why to drop me down by the insurance? I said, well, the insurance is down in Port Zante, and it's upstairs. You're not going to be able to get up there. He said, man, I have to get it. I said, okay, come let me carry you. I think I could get this done quickly before I go to my program. So I brought him down, went on to on Port Zante, driving, and the lady was there. So I said, she said, you can't go. I said, I have with this gentleman here in the back, can't walk, and I would like to go to the insurance just to get him to do some papers and so on. She said, you park in there and you pay for it. I'll say, I'm not parking anywhere. I'm going on here, tell you I want to go to this lady, to this insurance and so on. So she wouldn't take up the barrier. Some people were behind me looking to go in, but she took them, so they were tooting their horn. I said, I'm staying here. So she opened the side, the other side, the exit side of the barrier, and she was laying out people. So I made an attempt to get into the exit, I said I could get you there while the last one come out. And she quickly brought down the barrier, so I couldn't move, I couldn't get in. So I decided that what I'll do, I'll reverse and I'll park in the middle of the road. Somebody could get in or out. I'm going to steady until I could get in to do what I have to do. And they started people filming a fellow behind, taking pictures and saying, some condo trying to run over a lady and all kind of things. They say, but I wasn't taking on anybody. And I wasn't doing anything to, escalate the situation because I wanted to get away from the program. It was late. I said, if I do anything, it might escalate and delay me. I didn't want that. So I just kept quiet, just parked my car in the middle of the road, nobody could move, and so on. So she began, she called somebody from upstairs, the UDC, and a lady came down and she asked me what happened. And I told her, well, I'm trying to get in. They have a gentleman in the back who wants to get to national insurance. He can't walk, so I'm trying to get in there. And she asked her to move the rail. And I went in, went upstairs, called on a worker from up there, said, look, I have a gentleman in my car, and so on, who wants a thing. He said, okay, all right, I'll come down and get it signed. And he came down, we signed up. The guy did his thing, and I exited. And he asked me to drop him by the Chinese. He wanted to pick up some lunch, and so I did that. And then I came away. That's the whole story.
So it was because of the supervisor's intervention?
Yeah, the supervisor who asked her to...
That you were able to get access.
To move the back, yeah. But I was going to study until it moved. Well, I might leave at 1:30.
Did she give you a reason for detaining you? Because here is it, you're undertaking a worthy cause.
Yeah.
And you're being prevented.
She said you're not allowed to go in there. You have to go in the parking lot and pay for it. Nobody allowed. I tell her, I'm a customer going in there. And when I'm going there for a reason, I'm kindest fellow, he can't get in there. I'm not going in there to lime, to drink, to have fun, block no traffic. It's simple, just get in there and get this guy to sign his thing. And in 2 minutes, she kept me there for about 20 minutes, and I went in and did my work in 2 minutes and got out without interrupting, without disrupting anything. Cool like that. And that was done just like that. That's the story. That's the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Did you see that confrontation?
I saw the video clip. I can't say I saw the confrontation.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah. I saw the clip. Okay. I think the security...
Pull the mic a little closer.
I think the security guard could have exercised her discretion.
A little bit more judgment. Yeah.
I think it's a mistake, but all of us make mistakes. So hopefully everybody understands, and next time it will be different. If there's a next time, because Sam is always helping people, abled and disabled, and so we should expect to see him around doing his unofficial humanitarian ombudsman, Archangel Gabriel kind of work in the community. Yes. So I think, let's put it past us. I think mistakes were made and we move on. Okay. That's what I think.
So let Ben and the historian.
Let Ben and the historian, I
on reflection, what are your thoughts? Now that has happened, is in the past. Would you have done things differently?
No, the same thing. I was going to go in there. I reflected, and I should have said that. I would have done the same. I would have stand up there until I get in. I wasn't going to move. Because there's no break. I ain't breaking the law and violating anything. I just go on to let the guy who is disabled, he can't get in there. And, I asked her for $5. And, I think, but that is what's happening around here now, it's true. Public service, people have become arrogant, rude, disrespectful. They don't know what service is. Yeah. I ain't distract or do anything for anything. I'm just going in there to drive in there. I just park and then sing there, get upstairs, do the thing, and come back out, assisting a guy who couldn't do it for himself. Okay. And I wouldn't allow anybody to stop me from doing a good deed to anybody. Yeah.
I hear you, Sam.
No.
All right, it's 2 o'clock, and we said we wanted to take a break at around 2:15 to 20 for calls, but we'll move on with the issues. I have a clip here I want to share with you. Before I make any comment on it, let me just share the clip. It's 2 o'clock, and this was Dr. Drew here on Freedom FM a couple of days ago with Jamie. Listen.
Criticized in some quarters for excluding Haitians from CARICOM nationals who would be accepted in St. Kitts and Nevis as U.S. immigration deportees, Prime Minister Dr. Terence True explained on Issues SKN Freedom FM 106.5 why this decision was taken. Among several matters, he explained Prime Minister Drew said St. Kitts and Nevis has already accepted per capita one of the highest Haitian communities in the CARICOM region, indicating the country has already exceeded by far the quota allocation for Haiti. Dr. Drew pointed out St. Kitts and Nevis will continue to support the efforts to stabilize Haiti.
We continue to support the efforts to stabilize Haiti. We'll continue to have our arms open to our fellow brothers and sisters and people of Haiti. We'll continue to do what we can, of course, understanding that we have limited resources. And those who are talking, I would, invite them to really don't talk, but help do as much as St. Kitts and Nevis has. So that is what I would ask them to do simply. Chef, it's just that we have the capacity, and that capacity we have reached with respect because of what we can afford.
Okay.
Haiti has received the most.
Okay.
That is what. So I hope that clarifies it for you. This is what St. Kitts and Nevis can afford in our discussion. Already Haiti has received the most of that.
Okay.
And therefore, if you allow it for CARICOM...
So you've reached that quota?
We have reached that quota.
Okay.
And not only have we reached the quota, it will be the largest quota of all who we accept.
Okay.
And so I recognize, I think Haiti would represent easily 50% or more of our capacity to absorb others into St. Kitts and Nevis under any program.
Okay.
So your point is correct. It should be Haiti, and we have to.
The Prime Minister said the SKN LP-led government has been pro-Haiti and its policies have influenced the growth of Haitian communities on St. Kitts and Nevis. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.
All right, so we heard Dr. Drew here speaking on issues a couple of days ago with Jamie McPhail, and it seems as if he has refined his position somewhat, retooled his thoughts on Haiti, because at first the impression I got was that anybody can come to St. Kitts and Nevis from those who are considered refugees, except Haitians. You were saying that we had fulfilled our quota. I have not gone into the MOU, but maybe you guys have. But it seemed like a different thought process was involved in when he came on Freedom and what was said before. Now, we have a very ambivalent and I would say contradictory response when it comes to our brothers and sisters in Haiti. Discriminatory at times, I would think. We feel that the Haitians are our brothers and sisters when it suits us. And at other times, we don't want them here. Let them go where they're going, basically. And I think that was reflected somewhat in the earlier statement that was put out by CARICOM, or rather not by CARICOM, but by the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. In that, how could you be telling a member of CARICOM that they were not invited, anybody else but them? So I particularly didn't like that. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I still feel today that we have done some things for Haitians, but we need to do more. For instance, what's happening on the ground in Haiti, up to now there's gangsterism going on. The country is being run by gangsters. And CARICOM, I don't see them as proactive in trying to do anything about that. But something needs to be done for our Haitian brothers and sisters who are suffering to this day. And why would we want to send back people from Haiti to Haiti, given the conditions that exist on the ground? Any comments, gentlemen?
You want to go do it? No? Yeah. Junior, I agree with you. But let me just say first, as that I know, because I've spoken to the Prime Minister one-on-one, personally, privately, and I know his concern for the people of Haiti. His concern for people of African descent. The Prime Minister is a guy with a sense of history and an understanding of our past and where we have to go. So I don't think nobody's questioning that. You are not questioning that. None of us questioning that. But we are saying that we have to do a lot more for the people of Haiti. Haiti deserve it. And so there must not be any excuses for coming up with assistance to Haiti. We must find a way at all times. Haiti, 1804, the revolution, over 200 years ago, has led the way. And in fact, they have only suffered for it. I mean, they have even had to pay reparations for doing that. I mean, they have done that all of us. It's a member of the CARICOM family. And we have to find a way. We have to be more diplomatic than that. We have to be more humanitarian than that. We have to be more, considerate than that. We have to be more understanding than that. So we have to be careful when we speak and when we enunciate these policies, that we are not sending off a signal that
they're not wanted.
Yeah, give it no. And I know that is not the intention of the Prime Minister. I know how he feels about that, but we have to be careful what we say and how we say it in terms of responding to these things. Cannot allow the Americans and anybody to make us not be empathetic and sympathetic and understanding about our Haitian brothers and sisters in what they need. Haiti need our full, unconditional support and assistance.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what this quota is, Junie. I didn't know that there was a quota prior to the interview that Jamie had with the Prime Minister on Wednesday. And I don't know how much is the quota for each country and how long is each cycle. Suppose you have a number of 50. Is it annually, every 2 years, every 6 months? What is the case? What are the details? I heard you ask Sam just now if he had seen the Memorandum of Understanding. I didn't know that there was a copy floating around. I haven't seen it. Have you?
No,
so I think it would help if the people know what is in the memorandum. If I recall correctly, I could be wrong, didn't the Prime Minister indicate to Jamie that the memorandum is available for viewing? I could be wrong on that. In any case, what is the quota? Now, can it not, if you have a quota, and if it is a justifiable quota for each territory, can't we start now and say, look, the past is the past. We've taken more than our quota from Haiti. But they're here already, that is assimilated. Let's start the quota now. You see, I think where the Prime Minister went wrong, with respect, was mentioning Haiti at all in the first instance. He should have said, we've signed this memorandum, we're going to be taking people from CARICOM.
Period.
It will be done in a measured and calculated way and humane way and that sort of thing. I think he opened a can of worms and he tried to close it up a couple of days ago with the... I agree with you, Sam, that I believe he means well. He is a man of history. He's a man of pride. He's African heritage and that sort of thing. It's just that I think the statement is what triggered people's emotions and maybe got people to follow their emotions rather than say, what are the details so we can examine this? I'm in that situation, but I don't like the idea of excluding Haiti. As a matter of fact, I'll go to the other side and say, who here? Start the count from now. Don't say we've already taken more than our quota. Okay? That is how I see it. And one of my concerns is, if, for example, Mr. X, not the one we have here in St. Kitts, Mr. X is a Trinidadian, and he cannot or does not, for one reason or other, want to return to Trinidad, might that not be a red flag for us to say, well, why he don't want to go back to Trinidad? Is there a problem there? Suppose he comes to St. Kitts and Nevis, and those in Trinidad who are the reason that he doesn't want to go to Trinidad, find out that he's here, and they come here and they create a little run amok and some confusion. We don't know. So there's too many uncertainties in this whole thing for me, and we have to be careful in the region because all of us are being pressured, collectively and individually, from the north, and that pressure could cause us to splinter even more and turn against each other. And it is particularly delicate at this stage because of the realities that we face. So we really need to be careful with it. There's pressure coming from the north, and, well, you know how we describe these countries. And we have to behave in such a manner to demonstrate that we are not as he says we are. So, yes, I agree. Let us be humane. Let us not treat Haiti separately from anybody else. And let us be transparent. Let us see the memorandum. Let's find out what the quota is about, as I said before. How is it going to work? What are the cycles? Gaston Brown says no more than 10 a year. Can we take him at his word? I don't know. There are too many unknowns to me. I don't know about you guys, but to me.
Yeah. I think the Prime Minister was very clear when he indicated that the Haitians were welcome and that he had done what was done in the past to accommodate Haitians who were stranded by boat, at sea, and what the government had done to make sure that they were looked after here in St. Kitts and Nevis in terms of their health, their education. He rolled out the red carpet for them, as he put it. And so if that is what was done, what happened about the MOU seemed like to fly in the face of that. Because if you're welcoming people, you can't hold out a welcome mat for them at one stage and then later pull it and say, well, you're not allowed. We had enough of you. I think I've also heard in some circles that when some Haitians who were here were not well behaved, apparently, and were getting into human trafficking and all kinds of things. But I think that he also mentioned that this was a Dominican and not the Haitians per se.
Yes, but that has been going on for decades, okay? Especially because Dominica is the only territory that has not refused entry. The trafficking has been going on for a long time, but it's not only Haitians, Dominicanos, Cubans, and others. We have over 1,500 Cubans in St. Kitts. 10 years ago, we had less than 100. And others. These people are coming from countries that are in far worse shape than we are. And while we need a larger population, we need to manage the inflows, the skills, and see if we cannot stretch our infrastructure beyond its capacity. But this thing with human trafficking has been going on for years. But everybody talks about Haitians. It's other people too.
Yeah, and you see, we can't understate the matter about our resources because we cannot, accommodate people that we can take care of. Health, education, housing, jobs, you name it. And so we have to make sure that we get this balance right. But the overriding feature of this is the humanitarian effect on this. Yeah, we have to do it humanly. And like one writer said, the United States is demonstrating both the willingness and capacity to act against the region in ways that could inflict severe economic damage on us. That is the intention, to really damage us. And so we have to be careful. And so he went on to say that this is not a fight about symbolism. It is a test of whether the Caribbean nations can exercise their sovereignty without jeopardizing economic survival. Public bravado achieves very little. Strategic diplomacy is the only logical path forward. That is how we have to think. And it's going to take the collective will and wisdom of the CARICOM. And we could do this. We have done it before.
Well, we have no choice.
We could do it. So we just want to make sure that it is done in the interest of the
choice. We are faced with the situation.
Pull the mic.
When I say we have no choice, we are faced with the situation, and the only thing that will get us through this smartly and successfully is collective will and wisdom. Nothing else.
So what does the future hold for Haiti? In a nutshell, both of you.
Yeah.
Because we know what's going on the ground in Haiti right now.
Yeah.
People are suffering. That's why they try to get out by any means necessary. So what does the future hold for them?
Well, the future is bleak for Haiti, and it has been so for a number of years. But we have a responsibility, a collective responsibility.
Who we?
The Caribbean, the CARICOM. You know, we have that responsibility.
Well, CARICOM has
CARICOM is a member
forces
of
down there at one time.
Haiti.
They had some forces on the
Yeah,
ground.
in fact, just recently, remember we had this some people, some Kenyans there, but we had three former prime ministers. We had Anthony of St. Lucia, somebody out of Jamaica. There had three prime ministers who set up a CARICOM team that was supposed to be looking at. In fact, we had Anthony here with us one Friday afternoon, speaking about that mission.
Right, I remember.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yes, sure.
While the inputs of CARICOM are critical, our resources are very limited.
Right.
I don't see, and shouldn't use this word, I was going to use the word redemption. I don't see any solution coming out of the north, whether on either side of the Atlantic. I sincerely believe that the Haitian issue needs to be incorporated in the African conversation. The 54 countries in Africa, they're building their foundation for the future, individually and collectively. They don't have everybody on board yet, but they're working on it. And I believe with the resources of that continent, the problems of Haiti may not all be erased, but Haiti could be helped along the path of survival and sustainability. It will take generations. But I believe if the goodwill and the resources are not forthcoming from Africa, because we don't have it, and it's unlikely that it will come from South America, because let's face it, Venezuela with all the oil arrangements and so forth, I don't know how much they did to help fix Haiti. I think the major opportunity for the Haitian situation is from Africa. That's what I believe.
But, in fact, we just, more than that, more than Africa, we have in the hemisphere the OAS, the Organization of American States.
The OAS is a tool. I mean, you've used everything you can, but use every tool in the toolbox, and they say, yeah. But a lot of these organizations are tools for the superpowers. We want people who have skin in the game, historically, culturally, and in every other way, to come in. And to me, if you bring in China goes in,
take over.
That's imperialism.
Yeah, the U.S. as
I
well.
think why? Listen, Haiti been there all this time. All these countries from the north have done is hurt Haiti. What have they done for Haiti? What have they done for Haiti? So the answer can't come from there. Because with all the resources in the United States, they're going to fix Haiti with their eyes shut. They haven't done so. So you can't look there for the will. Look east.
Yeah. But it's not going to be done in a manner.
No, between us and them.
That's why I'm talking about institutions.
Yeah, of course. Us and them.
Mm-hmm.
So are you of the opinion then that perhaps the CARICOM countries can do more to take in more of Haitians into their countries?
No. Exactly. That is why I'm saying, that's why I'm saying I'm looking for institutions. I mean, do I say in Africa, and you know, we find that. But all the institutions, including the United Nations, we have to find that's one of the purpose of the United Nations. The two main purposes are peacekeeping and humanitarian, and those are the two main issues in Haiti. So we have to look at we have to channel these resources.
Well, a lot of the problems that arise in the humanitarian and other areas arise from economics. And as we're speaking about Africa, and the United Nations, all of these, anybody who can help. But I think places like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait and these countries can also assist because they're not of the north. They're not of the north. they can assist. They have the liquidity. I mean, you have the Saudi fund, you have the Kuwaiti fund, you have skills. I mean, those countries are moving rapidly forward, and they have the resource. That's where we should be looking to. You know, look east. No matter look north. Just look north to make sure nobody coming at you too hard, but look east for the nice fresh winds to blow for you. And I mean, maybe I'm a dreamer, but can you imagine an alliance between the Caribbean and the African continent?
Yes.
Okay, well, send them more then.
But that is going to be done. We can achieve that by
within a framework.
That's all I'm saying. You don't say Africa is a framework. Whether you're going east, west, north, or well, not north. We ain't going north no more.
Only to Morocco. You want to not be on Morocco? You want Spain? For what? Remember Ferdinand and Isabella? That's how the whole stupidness is that.
So it's to provide the framework, and we have to do that. And CARICOM has to lead the way in doing that.
Haiti has to lead the way.
Yeah,
Haiti is not able to do it by themselves.
I understand.
CARICOM has to.
But you have to go along with what Haiti wants.
Exactly. I'm not saying that we're not going away there, but the leadership.
Make the point about what Haiti wants.
Yeah.
No, you have to go along with what Haiti wants, and of course you have to be sober and let them know. Look, well, what you want might not be realistic now and so forth. Work with them, but at the end of the day, give them the listen. I mean, everybody knows the history. You fight for your independence and your dignity. You win. They paid France up to what? 1947 to pay off France. Billions upon billions of pounds in today's dollars. And up to now they can't catch themselves. You're going to tell me no
this was
country...
followed by a raid on Haiti by the U.S.
One raid?
Many raids. They went into the banks and cleaned out the banks.
One raid?
In Haiti.
And it's the same thing the French did to their colonies in Africa. So the African countries have had the same experience. Difference is that a place like the Congo, maybe the most mineral country, they have the resources.
Yeah.
Haiti doesn't. Haiti, you ever flown over Haiti?
Yeah.
You fly over Dominican Republic, you fly over Haiti. Dominican Republic is green. Haiti has been, the forest has been denuded. That's why if 2 drops of rain fall, it floods. The solution to me, in the partnership, institutional arrangement, is Africa.
All right. It's just about 22 minutes, 25 minutes after the hour of 2 o'clock. Gentlemen, I wanted to talk about the SSZ. So very quickly, what is the latest on that? Let's move into that. And then we open the lines in 5 minutes because people have been queuing up to speak. Doyle, what's the latest in that?
Well, I think I also heard the Prime Minister in his interview with Jamie a couple of days ago speak about a broad-based committee, advisory committee to look into the whole thing and to make recommendations, which I think is a step in the right direction. The past is the past. Unfortunately, I believe this should have been done before the act was presented, the bill was presented to Parliament. But I think it's a step in the right direction. I have a lot of problems with the act as it is. They say it sets the framework, but in my opinion, the framework is not a good one anyway. And I trust that all of the interest groups that will be part of this process will be forthcoming and firm in what they have to share with the government, and that the government will be guided accordingly. My feel, Junie, and I've been right every time with regard to my feelings, except the times that I was wrong. You get it? More often than not, I'm wrong. Okay. My feeling is that this is not going to go anywhere.
I share a view. I think the SSZ as it is not going to get more. In fact, the fact that we have a committee to do it and review it, that is an indication. Because
I'm not saying the legislation will not go anywhere, because I believe the legislation will be remolded and reshaped to be more effective and more protective. But insofar as that project in Nevis is
The
concerned,
destiny, the project,
destiny,
yes, right, yes,
I think it has met its destiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Destiny has met its destiny. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. Yeah. Basically, you know.
And I hope so, unless everything changes. You see, the government and the government and the NIA are hoping for big cash flows to come in, and this is a CBI project.
Right.
Just like the airport and the BHS and the performing arts things. And I'm going to discuss those things next week. I don't like the approaches being used for that. It's just like the past administration. And I'll come up to that. But I don't think they're going to raise the money that they're hoping to raise from that zone. And I don't think I forget his name, Jansen is going to Jansen wait around for all of these matters to be resolved. I don't think so.
What is he going to do?
Pull up Yanka and go.
Oh.
He's not committed to anything, you know. They have agreements of sale that are subject to government approval. And government approval will only come after the consultations and all of these things.
So you're overlooking one factor.
What's that?
That he has the bucks. The big bucks to call the tunes.
And we have the vote.
Point taken. All right, well, it's just about 2:29. We're going to take a short commercial break, gentlemen, and then we're going to invite our listeners to weigh in on the issues of the day. Call us at 465-6474, 465-0546, 662-1065. We're going to take a break now and come right back with more on Groundings.
What if your money did more than sit in an account? What if it built dreams, supported families, and empowered futures? At St. Kitts Credit Union, we're more than a financial institution. We're a family that believes in your potential, rooted in people helping people. Enjoy competitive savings rates and low-interest loans for mortgages, vehicles, education, and more. Need security for you or your loved ones? The Family Indemnity Plan and Loan Protection Insurance give your loved ones peace of mind. Whether you're saving for school, building your business, or planning for tomorrow, SKCU is here for you. It's not just about banking, it's about belonging. Contact us at 465-2272 or any of our branches. Learn more online at www.skccu.com. Become a member today and be a part of something greater.
Reliable, dependable, Delta.
If you live here in St. Kitts and your tank on E, there's only one place that you should be. Maybe driving in Nevis and you need some fuel. Go straight to Delta. Don't be a fool. Get your cooking gas fast. All petroleum needs ULSD. Everyone in the region is shouting, Go Delta. Premium gasoline in a fully stocked C-store. So there's only one place you should be. Delta Petroleum, baby.
Every day we're faced with choices: to spend or to save, to delay or to stay on track. It's discipline that shapes our future, because discipline means making the choice today that pays off tomorrow. Remember, discipline, choice, pays. A message from the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Have you heard that Mind, Body, and Soul is back?
Yes, Mind, Body, and Soul is back on Sundays at 4 p.m. only on Freedom FM, hosted by the inspiring Julie Charles. This is your go-to show for thought-provoking and uplifting conversations. Every Sunday, dive into topics that nourish your mind. body, and soul. From wellness tips to personal growth to deep conversations, Julie brings you the stories that inspire change and spark reflection. Don't miss out. Tune into Minds, Body, and Soul on Sundays at 4 p.m. and let Freedom FM guide you to a more balanced and inspired life. Minds, Body, and Soul on Freedom FM, Sundays at 4 p.m.
That person that was asking, Dwyer's commentary is available here on Freedom FM weekly on Wednesdays at around 1 o'clock, 1:15, and it's repeated on Sundays at 5 o'clock, Sunday afternoon at 5. So you could, if you missed the original broadcast, you could get the rebroadcast on a Sunday. Someone is suggesting here that the cultural center should be, that's being built, I think it's the one at Fort Lance. It should be called the Kenrick George's Elimat Cultural Center, something like that. We'll talk more about that as the show proceeds.
Who is that? At Fort Thomas, you mean?
Yes.
Who is that a cultural center for?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay then. Because Elimat and Kenrick George's might not be relevant to their mission.
Right.
And from what I see and hear, I don't think so.
Okay. Man, strange times we live in. Let's get some more calls. Let's take our first caller, actually. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I want to talk about some kind of incident, right? That happened to me in December. A Saturday, they had a children parade. Can you hear me?
We can hear you
Hello?
perfectly. We can hear you.
Yeah, they had children parade on Saturday, so most of the road block off. Come from the airport with 20 people going to Center Station for diving. The officer told me the only way to get to the marina is drive across Port Dante, cross by Sweet Cane and drive go across and drop off the guests. Right? So the 20 guests was in a separate bus and we had all the luggage in one vehicle. So when I went at the third caller, I have a bus coming with 20 people and we have a vehicle with the luggage and about 40 luggage. Carla let me to know she's not going to let me pass with no luggage or nothing. The guest that went before me. So the guest that was already on the boat, so when I come with the luggage, she said, I cannot pass. So I had to stop cross by Sweet Cane, call the guest them on the phone, they had to drop back off the speedboat, we're going to station, come back cross all the way from the marina to Sweet Cane to pull across the luggage them. That's the problem we have at Port Zante. And we're into tourism. All the road were blocked out. That was the only way to get to the marina. So they don't have no judgment. They don't love people. They're just doing a job and they don't care. Okay? So some kind of right. I went to the city of the road. Because they have no judgment. Somebody needs to sit down and talk to these guys and let them know. Use your head. I had 22 about in a full class all down to the marina. Me alone. So I had to be there for half an hour calling to get them to come back across to get them back them to pull them right back across to the marina when she could have just opened the gate and let me drive across with the band. Ain't right. Things in St. Kitts ain't right. We need good workers. That's all I have to say. You have a good day.
All right, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Let's move on and take some more calls. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And pleasant good afternoon. Happy New Year to Junie, Dwyer, and Sam.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Now,
we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon and Happy New Year. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I just want to say to Dwyer especially, I believe that, and Sam and yourself, Junie, But I want to speak in particular to Dwyer for his constant and continuous contribution to St. Kitts Nevis and to the development of the entire federation. Dwyer, I believe you mean well. I think you have a pretty good understanding of what is needed for this country and for the people. I believe from your regular commentaries that I am a regular listener of your commentaries and always give me something to think about. And I want people to really listen to you. You know, in fact, you don't have the monopoly on ideas and information, none of us. But it tells me that you do some real searching, you study, so that when you come forward, you come at something that is meaningful, something that is worthy of listening to, and something that we can live by. So I don't want you to get distracted by persons who might feel that you have a motive, which, you know what I mean, anybody who's listening will tell you that that is not so. Because you have been open-minded, you have hit, you call Jack, or you give Jack his jacket, you call out persons when there's need to, and even when you might be wrong, you come back and you say you're sorry. So I've been listening to another program, and I hear a gentleman somewhat kind of attacking you, and I got really upset about it. And that needs to stop. And I just want you and Sam and Dwyer and everybody who has a meaningful contribution to the development of St. Kitts and Nevis to continue to press forward. These are challenging times for not just St. Kitts and Nevis, for the entire federation. There is so much things that that is happening, you know. In fact, and I don't even want to get to go political, because I believe while sometimes this present government is under fire, I want to say that this government does not have the privilege like the previous two governments where they had the CBI at their disposal, millions of dollars on the team unity for 7 years. And the former Labour government where Sam and Dwyer, both of you were part of it. And not afraid to say, yes, we were part of that government and there were mistakes. And because you couldn't say some things because of your collective responsibility. And so I believe that it comes a time in life where we all have to man up, realize that the country, it is bigger than any individual, and we want the best for our children unborn. Have a great day, Dwyer. Have a great day, Sam. Have a great day, Judy. And let us continue to press on. Let us continue to encourage the people of Haiti. Let us encourage the government and the opposition and the country to come together at this crucial time. Because going north, it is not it. But at the same time, we have to be strategic in what we do. Thank you, good gentlemen.
All right, thank you so much for your timely intervention. Let's take some more calls now at just about 19 minutes before the 3 o'clock hour. The calls are coming in thick and fast. So in the interest of time, we're going to ask you to be concise, make your point, and give somebody else a chance. Let's take this caller. Caller, good afternoon. Go ahead, please. Okay, we missed that caller. Let's try line 3. Caller, good afternoon. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, elder gentlemen.
Go ahead, please.
And good afternoon to the listeners from abroad. Question to the three of you guys. How is the project at Fort Thomas Hotel is coming?
Thank you very much for asking that. We'll respond right after we take some more calls.
Yeah, well, why I ask, the Honorable Dwyer Stefan and Sam, and all of us know, the last time that hotel was occupied, many of us worked there, and up to now, we are still unpaid for many months and many weeks. And we were promised many years ago, over 18 years ago, that we will get our pay. Up to now, we cannot get our money. This is another investment at Fort Thomas Hotel again. We still awaiting our money. Some of the past workers have died already. A few of us is still alive. We want our money from that place. The last investors, them went out here either in the 4 the morning or in the middle of the night and left us unpaid for many weeks and many months. This is 3 governments now, and we have been appealing and appealing for our monies, and nobody seems to want to settle us. I am one of the past workers there. The Honorable Dwyer Stefan knows. Because when his office was upstairs the mall, and many Fridays I used to come there and complain to him that we haven't gotten paid. The money used to come from St. Lucia. We still awaiting our money. The last thing, when are we going to find a true leader, or when are we going to vote in some true leaders in the Caribbean? When these big countries come with their proposal, like what they come with these people they want us to take, that they are going to stand up and say that I have to go back to my country and discuss it with my country fellow citizens before we make any decision. Not take it and sign and then come to tell us, and sometimes go into Parliament pass and then say they want to have town hall meeting. It don't work like that. We want some leader with balls. A gun.
Thank you very much, Carl Brown. Just to let those people who are listening overseas know that we have changed our website. We have a new website. We have a new app. Our social media platforms have changed, and we're in the process of putting everything together. So at times the broadcast is going to be a bit spotty and cut out and all of that, as you've been manifesting. But we'll try to get it right in the days ahead. Hopefully everything should be right no later than over the weekend. By Monday, Tuesday next week, we hope to have everything rectified and good to go. So bear with us as we bring on stream our new website and our new apps and new social media platform. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's take another caller. Caller, good afternoon. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon to you and your guest.
Good afternoon, Mark.
I agree that the Prime Minister is someone who is filled with pride and so on, and recognize the importance of Haiti. But there are some mistakes that should not be made, in my opinion. Okay? And one has to wonder, with all the resources at his disposal and all the experience that is in his government, what would have caused a misstep like that? Okay? Because, you see, it's serious in the sense that we're accustomed to Haiti being ostracized and stigmatized. And it's underlying in the region. And this feeds into that narrative. Right? We don't want, when we're traveling, the first thing people say when we're from St. Kitts and Nevis is that, those are the people who were stigmatized in Haiti. Right? They're under enough pressure already. So it should not have happened. As to what to do with Haiti, I think, yes, the CARICOM should have been doing more. Now, we're not going to send, I don't think, people down there in a hostile environment where there's lack security and so on. But we certainly could have more scholarships for Haitians, bring more of their civil servants over to our countries for more training, because, yes, we have our problems, but at least we have a functioning government sector, civil service and public sector, okay? And so at least that we can do, so that whenever the situation improves, we can send them back and they'd have people who can hit the ground running, okay? With regards to SSV, I think it was clear that although the legislation is not going to be repealed, that they're open to some input from stakeholders to change it or strengthen it, as was said, okay? And though there's been an attempt to separate the SSE legislation from Destiny, there's a really hard attempt at trying to do that, but that is what caused the outcry in the first place. And so Destiny, I think, as is, the project as is probably dead, but I do think that we should try and salvage something from it, because one of the things that they had was to build major hotels, some major hotel chain. I think that itself, they should try and negotiate that aspect of it, as opposed to the thousands of people coming in to take a president. Okay, so let's try and salvage something from it, but not the thousands of people coming in, and certainly not the geographical area. That's a lot of landmass that's being taken up. And we should also be careful of the principles of these people, the values of these people that we would have had coming in. Those are things that I think we should look at, make sure that they be careful of. Okay, now.
Thank you very much, Teach. Let's take some more points from these callers. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome to Groundings. Go ahead, please. You're next.
Doing a pleasant to you. I don't want to get in the weeds of the Haitian deportees in that sense, but on a broader sense, with CARICOM and other neighboring governments and stuff, even with the African government. I don't know if it's done. Haiti is a big enough country. Why can't we go into Haiti and create a buffer safe zone? And then you monitor the Haitians that you're going to in that zone to live and to thrive in that zone. Forget Port-au-Prince and all them places. Create a safe zone. And then slowly build your way to expand it out until we get rid of the foolishness that we hate. Because until that happens, part of that, nothing don't go right for Haiti. The next thing that's never going to go right for Haiti is attitudes of Haitian in Haiti politically. They never allow a government to take root and breathe enough. The moment something's up, they're ready for a coup. They're destabilizing their own country all the time. Haiti problem is Haiti. They could make all the excuses about France and reparations that they have to pay and all these years, blah, 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 blah. 300 years ago. Over 300 years ago. But at some point, you have to stand up and take responsibility and move forward.
Caller, thank you so much for me.
We want to be humanitarian to Haiti and stuff like that. But we cannot ignore that Haiti problem is Haitian, Haiti.
All right, thank you so much for sharing. We'll take some more calls. Caller, good afternoon. In the interest of time, you have just about 8 minutes left. Turn down your radio, please. Go ahead now, please. Yes, you're live. Okay, we missed that caller. Gentlemen, we have just about 8 minutes before the hour of 3 o'clock. We take 3 more calls, then we wrap up. Caller, you're next. Go ahead. Thank you.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, please. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to you, Junie. Good afternoon to you. I think it's Sam and Mr. Astafan. Yeah. I have a question for you guys, especially Mr. Astafan and Sam, because there was the one who was talking about it, the CARICOM. Does it appear to you all, you guys, or you gentlemen, that CARICOM is working? And it makes sense at this time? Because if you would have listened to Miss Prasad, Kamala Prasad, when, just after the America went in and kidnapped the president of Venezuela, where she said that they didn't have no, like you say, like there's no relationship, but that wasn't the word. This is the word I'm using now. And the reason is because she asked, I think the finance minister, how much trade we do with America, and he said 300 and something, I think, $1 million. And then he asked how much we do with Venezuela, and she said 0, zip, nothing, right? And Trinidad's supposed to be a part of CARICOM, right? But, and a big part of CARICOM too. Trinidad, does Trinidad to you and does Miss Prasad to you look like she listening or in thing of Trinidad? Remember before she got back in power this time, when she was there before, she was saying that Trinidad ain't no ATM or something like that for the CARICOM members or something like that. If that's not her word, but something similar to that, she was saying that Trinidad ain't no ATM machine for the CARICOM country. And the next thing again too, why is St. Kitts Nevis paying dues to the United Nations when the United Nations ain't defending the members, when America could just bully everybody and the CARICOM, the United Nations members? Isn't part of the United Nations thing is that no country in the United Nations supposed to just bully its other members? So why the UN ain't saying nothing? Why can't we go to the UN to ask them a question about what America and Trump is doing to the countries now? Tell us we must take people where they say they don't want, you know. So the United Nations should be able to step in and something. So why is it we paying the United Nations money dues every year or whatever time they're paying it? Why is it we still paying it? That doesn't make any sense to me. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, sir. We're going to make this our final caller. Caller, go ahead. You're a final caller for today. Go ahead.
Yes, quickly, gentlemen. Dwyer, Sam, Junie, have you heard anything about Canada granting visa-free access to Chinese? And if that is so, you know that helps to sink our CBI program even further. And secondly, are you aware of any court in the U.S. giving the MSR people the right to, or the banks, to disclose the accounts of Galaxy and a former Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. It's just about 5 minutes before the 3 o'clock hour. That's a wrap for us here on Groundings for today. We're going to get some final thoughts from the panelists here, Sam Conda and Dwyer Astafan and yours truly. And then we're going to wrap it up and call it a day for today. DJ Avery Liebert is up next at 3 o'clock with Island Williams. Gentlemen, we've had a very interesting, insightful afternoon. What are your final thoughts? Sam, you want to start?
It doesn't matter to me.
Go ahead.
I see you writing a lot of things, so you might have.
You get him. The official rounding up man.
Like you said, Junior, I agree that Groundings, I mean, it's really fulfilling its purpose. That's what was intended at the beginning, to have all ideas contending and to expand the conversation, and
we do that.
So I'm thinking, and it's interesting that the first caller was the last caller, and basically that is what the program was about. Is that the geopolitics has changed. We have now a new world economic order, and we have to fit into it. Somebody asked about CARICOM. Somebody once said about the organization, if it didn't exist, we would have to create it. With all the problems that we have, all the weaknesses, we would be worse off without CARICOM. What we have to do is to work on is to strengthen it, improve it. Just like the United Nations, these are important organizations, and the world will be worse off without them. The Caribbean will be worse off without CARICOM. The world will be worse off without the United Nations. As with all the faults and the shortcomings, we want these organizations. What we have to do is to continue to improve what they're doing. But I think the first caller made the point that as what's happening now in this country, not only in the region and this country, but in the world, we need all our people, government and opposition, civil society, coming together to make sure that we make our contributions for the advancement and the development of our country.
All right, Dwyer, your thoughts. Pull the mic closer. There you go.
All right, thank you. Firstly, I wish to thank the person who called first and last, and all between, for their calls and their contributions. The kind words are greatly appreciated and humbling. If I can say thanks on behalf of Junie, Sam, and myself. One of the points he made related to basically what the present administration inherited in terms of cash and other resources. And he's correct. The SIDF started this thing in 2006, but it really rose. It really rose to a height around 2012, 2013, and kept increasing. And over those years, the underselling continued and worsened. And so while billions of dollars were being accumulated, mostly for people outside of St. Kitts, the people of St. Kitts, and Nevis, their product, our patrimony, other people profiteering from it. Just like in the past, piracy and profiteering. Had the program been properly administered and all of those loopholes plugged up, and with the greatest of respect, had those leaders really held in their hearts as a priority the best interests of the people of this country, the Drew administration, as a matter of fact, Dr. Drew might not even have won an election because the performance would have been so satisfactory in terms of infrastructure. But the fact of the matter is that didn't happen quite to the country, and it brought the CBI program and the country into disrepute. That is what happened. And this is what Dr. Drew, I'm not making any excuses for him because I have my criticisms. That is what he inherited. And a lot of these things that we would like, infrastructure, health, education, water, energy, food, coastal, all of these things, the money is just not there. And the present leadership are trying desperately, and I think making some errors in the process, and they need to listen to more people. They need to maybe listen to some different people with the greatest of respect. And he called last and spoke about this 1782 order from the United States, New York, Southern District Court, getting an order to access bank accounts for people associated with Galaxy and other persons, including higher political figures in the country. So we'll see how that pans out. With regard to the second call, Carl Brown. Carl, I tried my best when I was in there. to get this thing sorted out. I tried, but my best was not good enough, unfortunately. I did not hold the pen to write the check. I didn't have the power. And I am truly sorry that it happened, but there's nothing that I could have done that I didn't try. And there's even less I can do now. The third caller spoke about bringing Haitians here to train them and send them back. Well, I wish you good luck with that. They'll come to train, but they may not go back. And it's just like our people. They go away to study and develop their skill sets, but there's nothing to come back to. So what do? They stay. So while it could be a part of a larger strategy, and I suggest maybe you're suggesting it as part of a larger strategy. I just making a little point on that. Sam answered the question, I think, very well with regard to is CARICOM working. There are many institutions of CARICOM, like many institutions of the United Nations, that protect and preserve these countries on a daily basis. But a lot of people don't know about these institutions. And I think in the schools, they should teach our children about the different institutions in CARICOM. I'm not so happy with what CARICOM does a lot of times, and Sam knows that. And similarly for the United Nations. But think of what it would be without them. A caller spoke about the people of Haiti having to take some blame. Of course they do. But you take away the patrimony of a country, you make them pay you because you had them enslaved, and you make them now have to pay you for freeing themselves. And see how long those cars last, and see how long the economic consequences of that are suffered. You do that to any country and see what the consequences will be. The country is in a desperate situation. I'm speaking about Haiti. And the people are no different for our people or Americans or Greenlanders or Swedes or whoever. A country needs help. And I don't think it is nice to... Anyway, let me move on. So Sam answered the question in the United Nations. And I think those are the questions answered. So Junie and Sam, thanks for having me. Thanks for putting up with me. It's always a pleasure sharing with you gentlemen and with the audience. And as long as the old man above gives me the strength and the voice, I will try to continue speaking truth to power and exercising my conscience and my patriotism and my responsibility as a citizen. Thank you very much.
It just remains for me to thank you one and all for joining us. In spite of the difficulties you have experienced, it's for better times ahead on Freedom FM 106.5. I want to thank J. Dwyer Astafan and former Deputy Prime Minister Sam Conda for their time this afternoon, and for those of you that took the time to listen and to call and to comment. Thank you so much for your participation and your contribution. I think it will redound for the better. Thank you and God bless you. Have a good afternoon. DJ A.V. Liebert is up next on Island Rhythms. Good afternoon.